Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Beast. I'm 25 years clean and sober today. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2020, the album Dad AF. Rock on, gold dust woman. How are you guys doing today? I'm feeling peaceful and serene and happy and content. And this has been an amazing year for me. This has been an absolutely amazing year. And it seems surreal. Today is my 25th year sobriety birthday, clean and sober. And I'm getting ready in a couple hours to go to a meeting and then go to dinner with some of my friends that are in recovery and my husband, and it just seems surreal. And I tweeted out yesterday something about this, and I said, and we're gonna talk about drama in a second, and I'm doing a giveaway as well in just a little bit. And I'm doing a giveaway as well on my review channel. I'm doing a huge giveaway over there, like hundreds of dollars. So you're gonna wanna go over there to my review channel. You don't have to subscribe, you don't have to follow my Instagram or my Twitter, but it would be really nice if you did. But anyway, I tweeted out, here I got some things to say today. I was gonna do, you know, this real emotional video today over here talking about my sobriety and all this kind of stuff, and I actually did that on my Peterisms channel yesterday. I talked about the last day before I got sober, and because I just was in my head thinking a lot about it. But in all honesty, today I am feeling just very, very grateful for my life. And I was talking to my sponsor earlier on the phone, and I got a little emotional, and I said, we were talking about the last day and what my life looked like back then, and how much I was using, how much I was drinking in a day, and how much, and just for those of you out there that want to know, I was drinking about 1.5 fifths of Jack Daniels a day. I was drinking 3 to 4 40s a day, you know, cases of beer, other drinks on top of that. I was smoking weed all day long. I was eating pills, and I was using powder cocaine as well as smoking it. I was a mess. I was completely a just devastating mess. And I had really ruined every relationship in my life. I had affected everybody around me. But when people would tell me that, what I would say is, and this has just gotten into a Peterisms video. We are going to talk about drama in just a second, but kind of some nice drama. But anyway, when people would say to me, like, you know, like, I'm really affected by what's going on, or I have a, you know, you have a problem with drinking and drugs, I would say, no, you have a problem. I don't. I can stop whenever I want. I can handle this any way I want. And I think deep down inside, I knew that that was not true. But it took force of nature for me to get in treatment. I just did not willingly walk into treatment, and it was my 5th treatment. I didn't willingly walk into treatment and say, today's the day. In fact, even in treatment, it took a while for me to get there. And I talk about this on my Peterisms channel and my vlog a lot. If you don't know, I have a vlog where I vlog every night for an hour. And I tell all these kinds of stories about my life. It really was about 6 months of me getting my 6-month token that I realized I had not been sober for 6 months or any period of time since I was 12 years old. And it was kind of this like moment of clarity. I was like, holy crap, like I haven't done anything this long in a long time. So for me, really, the 6-month point was really when things started to turn around for me. But I was driving around yesterday, and I was thinking to myself, this is so weird. Like, the last time I had a drink or anything was 25 years ago today. And so I tweeted something out about that, and you guys, the overwhelming response that I received from that positively was just so unbelievable. There was, my DMs are just filled, you guys, with all of the overwhelming amount of love that you guys gave me, and the retweets and all this kind of stuff, and the sharing of the personal stories, which I think means so much to me. And, you know, I want to say something, and I was watching this video last night. I watched so many videos of drama channels, small and large, and there's this one, bless you, Tucker. There is this one young lady out there who I shouted out in a video a couple days ago, and her name is Alex. And she does just some incredibly intellectual conversations, well, by monologues, I guess, about, you know, social critique and social media. And I always watch it from the point of view of, like, what I can learn. In fact, I was watching her video last night. I was like, I want to call her up. So, Alex, please contact me. I don't know how to contact you because you have no way to contact you anyway. So, email me below. But I would love to talk to her and say, what do you think I need to do with my channels and all this kind of stuff? Because her insight is so unbelievable, you know? And she was talking about social issues and when we become very heated about social issues. And are we using those social issues, for example, you know, tweets from somebody's past and things like that, are we using those to weaponize a situation? Or do we really care about that social issue? Because if you're using your platform to discuss those social issues, then yes, you do care about it. If you don't, then you don't. You know, and I have to say, like, you know, there's some people out there that I think that always talk about social issues. And I think Smokey Glow is somebody, I've shouted her out in a couple videos, and I love Hannah's videos. And, you know, Hannah always says something that's socially aware at the end of her videos, you know, and even on a tweet the other day, she went through and she kind of addressed some things that were going on Twitter with her and stuff. And she said at the end of it, and don't forget to vote. And I was like, I love that, you know. One of the reasons why I have used all 5 of my channels as a platform to talk about recovery and addiction is because I have dedicated my life to it. I worked in treatment for 13 years. I have been around people that, you know, were in recovery for the majority of my life. I talked a lot about my story the other day on my Peterisms channel if you want to hear about it, and I've talked a lot in the past about it. I've even done videos dedicated on this channel about my sobriety. But it is something to me that I am extremely passionate about. It is life or death. I do not joke about it. And I do think it's important, and I don't think that you have to do this to stay clean and sober. I think you can do it many different ways, but for me, I do work a 12-step program. I am very active in a 12-step program. I have a sponsor. I work steps, you know, and I do service work. And all of that is important to me because it is about cleaning up the wreckage of my past and trying to be a better person on a daily basis. And in the last year, I want to say this, okay? I want to say this publicly. You know, there was a time on YouTube and on social media in the past that I was not a good person. I was not a kind person. I wasn't putting things out there that were, I think, and I don't think I was putting things out there that needed to be said. I was putting insensitive things out there and using language that was insensitive and hurtful. And I've really taken the last year to rectify those situations and try to be a better person and realize that my words matter and what I say and how I say it affects other people. And I have really, really learned that. And as I go forward, I'm trying to be accountable for that and learn from my past. It's not good enough for me just to get in a video and say, I'm sorry, forget what I just did. I need to show you guys that I've changed. And I really hope in the last year, if you've stuck around or if you're just coming back around, that you can see Peter seems to be making an effort. And I'm not perfect and I never will be. And I'm trying to get to that point. But thank God for recovery, because the language of recovery has allowed me, with the help of my therapist in the past and my sponsor and my friends and my husband, to work on being a better person. So I just want to thank all of you out there that have continued to stay along the journey with me to allow me to continue to grow, because that's all I have, you know. Like, I always talk about, like, that life is kind of like this ever-evolving school, and that, you know, you never really graduate from it. You know, you just, like, once you learn a lesson, you go up to the, you know, the next grade, and then the next grade, and the next grade. I'm also very much a believer that lessons are repeated until they are learned, and there were lessons in the past that I refused to learn, and I would say, oh, no, this doesn't apply to me. No, this doesn't apply to me. No, this doesn't apply to me. Well, when somebody tells you something enough, maybe take a look at that. That's what I had to do, and say, could there be some truth to this? Is this really who I am? Do I want to come across as aggressive and hateful and speaking to people ill-mannered? I don't want to be that person. I want to be somebody that when people come to me, they find some joy or laughter or endearing moments, you know? And I also want people to come to me and realize that I'm human, I screw up, but I can take responsibility for that as well. I think we live in a world right now where I don't see tons of people taking accountability for their actions. It's real easy to say I'm sorry. And one of the reasons why, and I talked about this in my vlog the other day, but one of the reasons why that's never meant a whole lot to me, although I will say in the last year I have learned that there are some people that need to hear and deserve to hear the words I'm sorry, but one of the reasons why that word has never meant anything to me is because in the past I would do something and then I would say I'm sorry. I would do something and then I would say I'm sorry. And my dad said to me one time when I was in high school, he'd say, I don't ever want to hear you say I'm sorry again, because when you say I'm sorry, what that means is forget what I just did. Well, if I forget what I just did, then I'm not learning the lessons that are presented to me. And if I don't learn from that lesson, it's going to be repeated again. And for this one, I would like to continue to grow. I would like to be the best person possible. And when I look at the last 25 years of my life of being sober, it has very, very little to do with drinking or drugs. It has a lot to do it's a thinking disease. It's not a drinking or a drugging disease, and we know that. The things I've learned, the people I've encountered, the strangers on the street, the people that I have met in meetings, all of my sponsors that I've had, all of my friends in sobriety that have taught me little lessons here and there. I wouldn't be who I am today had I never gone this journey, and I'm so completely thankful for it. I wouldn't be on YouTube today if I hadn't gotten sober, and that is not missed on me. In the times that I've had on YouTube that have been really tough for me, many of you have been there and supported me, and I really, really appreciate that, I think this is the other thing that we forget sometimes, too. You can dislike somebody's behavior and not dislike the person, and say, I really hope that you, I don't like that you did this, but I hope that you continue to grow, and I hope that you learn from this. And, in the past, I had a lot of people that allowed that to happen with me, and were like, I want to see what happens, I want to see you grow, and I'm encouraging you to do that. And that has been, for me, I think, the true sign of somebody that is just truly humble and human, that allows other people to grow. So thank you for that. I appreciate that. I do want to say this. One of the reasons why I use my platform, if you want to call this a platform, I'm a dude with a camera, but my videos to talk about my recovery and addiction is because I am so completely passionate about it. Every 9 minutes in our country, in the United States, somebody dies from an opioid overdose. I have a true crime book club that I started because of my BookTube channel, and I just love that book club so much. Hey, Mel. Mel is my co-host out there. We're texting back and forth about the January book right now. But anyway, last month we read Dope Sick by Beth Macy. And it is a book about the opioid crisis in the country and where it started, and gateway drugs and Suboxone and buprenorphine and morphine, methadone and more. It does talk about morphine, but it talks about methadone treatments and things like that. And it goes in and Subutex, and it talks about how it all started with the Oxycontin, the induction of Oxycontin in 1996. What I did not realize until I read this book was that at this time in our country, this is really scary. The opioid crisis has overtaken the AIDS crisis at its peak, okay? More people have died in our country from the opioid crisis, per this book, than they did in the AIDS crisis at its peak. In the first 15 years, 300,000 people died from opioid overdoses. In the next 5 years, 300,000 people died, and it's continuing to grow. That's really, really scary to me. We need to destigmatize any kind of addiction. We need to start talking about it until people aren't afraid to do it. I go to funerals all the time where people don't want to talk about how somebody died because they feel ashamed or there's guilt associated with it. And until we take that away and we destigmatize addiction and we start realizing, I've lost so many people, you guys. I've lost so many people from addiction, and I should not be here. And until we destigmatize it and we start helping people instead of hurting people, because addicts and alcoholics are not bad people trying to get good. They are sick people trying to get well. And I don't know anybody, friend or a family member, that isn't directly affected by an addict or an alcoholic out there today. And if you are somebody out there that is suffering from addiction, please, please, please seek help. I will try to link some links below. So anyway, thank you guys at 12 minutes and 58 seconds for allowing me to do all of that. Woo! Okay. I was just gonna get on video and just do one of those today, but I was like, I want to talk about some drama. I'm celebratory today, but I am so passionate about recovery and addiction. And there is somebody out there today, that will be given the gift of sobriety and will get sober today on my birthday, which is so incredible to me, that somebody's life will forever change today. Somebody will also be gone. I mean, in the time that I've made this video, almost 2 people have passed from opioid overdoses. But somebody today will get sober out there. One person at least will get sober out there and will be given the gift of recovery, and maybe 25 years down the road will be able to look back on their life as I have on mine and said thank you to everything that I have been given, because I have a life beyond my wildest dreams. Okay, so let's talk about, woo, Jaclyn Hill did it again. Oh my God, okay. I mean, we're just up in my kitchen talking, right? I love you guys. I'm so grateful for being able to get on my videos every day. And I just love this. I love this world so much. You have no idea. Okay, so Jaclyn Hill did it again. Are you ready for what she did? Here, I'm going to put it up. Here's her Instagram post. If you saw this in the thumbnail, you probably thought Peter clickbaited us. He's giving $1,000 away. No, I'm not giving $1,000 away, but I am giving away a very nice giveaway at the end of this video. So Jaclyn Hill, and I might have tricked you guys by talking about all of that. I didn't intentionally do that, no. But I do want people to hear about addiction because I want people to stop being scared to talk about it. We have to talk about it, we have to. Okay, so she put this picture up here, and then she put underneath it, and she's done this in the past. This is her single mother giveaway, which I think is fantastic. Today is dedicated to, oh, Christina Randall underneath there. Let me just say it, by the way, okay? Christina Randall, y'all watch her. Okay, so I found Christina Randall and Jessica Kent at the same time, and I did a video with Jessica Kent. But Christina Randall, who we haven't done a video. I don't know why we haven't. I would love to do a video with Christina Randall. I'm obsessed with her. But anyway, Christina Randall, and she's so sweet to me too. She is a prison channel, but kind of not. She does a lot of other things as well. Can we just talk about the fact that Christina Randall, I mean, these are people whose lives are changing, you guys. Changing. Jessica Kent and Christina Randall have real effing stories, okay? They're not just people that got on YouTube and just lucked away, okay? These are people that have hard-ass stories and are demonstrating by what they do on YouTube that you too can change your life. Christina Randall is going to be on a TV show on Bravo, you guys. I think it's called Spy Games. I am so excited. My husband was watching it the other day. Well, Pee-Pee the Flying Chihuahua, what's going on? The ad came on the other night when he was watching something on TV, and he goes, this looks really good. And I go, oh, I got my good Jenny Christina Randall's in that show. He goes, which one is her? I go, she's the one with the dreadlocks. I love her so much. But anyway, so you guys, she's in a TV show. Christina, congratulations. Nobody's talking about that kind of drama. Anyway, this is some good drama today. So, Jaclyn Hill posted, today is dedicated to all the single moms out there. This is my favorite day of my giveaway each year. I can only imagine how hard it must be to take care of yourself and your children all by yourself. I admire your strength and would love to help you in any way. So I have chosen to give 10 moms $1,000 cash for Christmas presents for your children. This way, you can take a deep breath knowing your kids are going to have an amazing Christmas morning. How to enter. Post a photo with your children and use hashtag Jaclyn Hill's Christmas. Please take your profile off private for the next 24 hours. If your friend or family is someone entering and you know how much they need this, please tag me and comment to get my attention, which I think is fantastic. I love you guys. Merry Christmas. And she did not include in there anything like to my haters or, you know, it was really just a nice post. I think that is fantastic. Congratulations, Jaclyn Hill. You know, she doesn't have to do this. And this is like, she does this every year. Now, I will tell you that I saw that there in the past years, there's been some crap about who won or whatever, but like, can we just be happy? This is so fantastic for her that she is doing this. I think this is so nice. And for 10 mothers whose lives are going to be changed by this, I mean, that's $1,000 is a lot of money. I mean, I know there's people out there we're going to talk about that in just a second, that they don't think that's a lot of money, but I think that that is a lot of money. $1,000 to most people is life-changing money. That's paying bills. $1,000 is more than a lot of people spend on an entire Christmas, okay? You know, this is my thing about it, and like I said, I'm just going to say what I have to say on here anymore, and I don't really care, okay? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, I think he proved it to everybody, all right? That sometimes you don't want to fit in with the common consensus. I'm real tired, kind of. Like, Jeffree Star put this picture out and said something about going into 2020 and it's sitting by his car and all this kind of stuff. Could you please, for one more moment, shove in our face how much money you made off this conspiracy palette as you, like, move into your new house and all this kind of stuff and go to Bora Bora or Bali and all this kind of stuff? I think it's great that you have that life. I think it's absolutely fantastic, right? You know, but I was watching the same video I was watching last night. It's interesting because she goes in this whole dissertation, and it is a dissertation, trust me. She goes in this whole dissertation about, like, Jeffree Star's world, and he has created this world where, like, he, like, walks into the back of hotels, and he's, like, he never really has to, like, deal with, like, the normal people, right? So, like, the world that he has built around him is this self-created world where, like, he doesn't ever hear the word no. But what would happen if he ever had to go, like, back into reality where people didn't know who he was? Like, if he was just walking down a street and he didn't have a lot of money and he was just, nobody knew who Jeffree Star was, nor did they care, right? Because off of YouTube, a lot of people, like most of my friends and family members have no clue who these people are, right? And I thought it was kind of this interesting discussion because she was like, you know, that starts affecting your ego and all that kind of stuff after a while when you, like, have all these people around you that treat you as if you're up here. But in reality, if you took all that away and just walked you on the street and you literally are no different than anybody else, like, that is the epitome of humility, right? So, I don't know, but I will say this. It is very shocking to me, and, you know, that, like, and they probably haven't received the money from the conspiracy palette yet. I'm sure they haven't. I'm sure the money has not come through, right? But at this time, it's a little interesting to me that on the heels of doing this huge series where we get everybody to spend their hard-earned money at Christmas time and the holidays on the conspiracy palette and all of the apparel and all this kind of stuff, that Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star haven't been doing any giveaways. Like, that's surprising to me. Like, you were just given so much that you bought a $14 million million house, and you can't do a giveaway of, I don't know, like, I'm just kind of surprised by that. And Jaclyn Hill, who's had the hardest year probably ever, is giving away 12 days of Christmas. I mean, she's done it in the past, but she didn't have to do it again. She could have said, I'm not doing it this year. Y'all are a bunch of haters and it's been a hard year, right? I don't know. I just think that things like that, to me, speak of somebody's character. And, you know, sometimes, and it's not like, don't think that I'm singing my praises over here because I'm doing a bunch of giveaways. I'm not. I'm thankful. I'm doing the giveaways because that makes me happy. So that's a selfish motive as well, right? But I just don't understand it. Like, I mean, I know that Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson do a lot of good and give a lot of money away and stuff like that. But on the heels of this would have been the time. If you were going to do it, this would have been the moment to do it. So I was just kind of, I don't know, it was kind of surprising to me that they haven't done that. Maybe they'll come out in the next couple days and do something huge. Who knows? We'll see. Anyway, okay. Let's talk about, let me know what you think about Jaclyn Hill and all that below. If you haven't, you need to go over there if you're a single mother and you need to participate in that giveaway because that's a fantastic giveaway. And I do want to sing out people's positivity, you know, on here too. I don't want to just come for them and say all this kind of stuff. You know, it was interesting because I put this, that post about my sobriety yesterday. And Laura Lee, like, shared it or something like that. Thank you, Laura. That really means a lot to me. And, you know, Laura has shared a lot about her personal story as well, which I think is fantastic. And, like, a lot of beauty influencers liked it. And it was, like, Manny and Marlene Estelle. And then, like, James Charles liked it. And I saw it just as I was getting ready to post my video about James Charles yesterday. And I was like, and this is what I was talking about, okay? And in this video that I watched the other day, she was talking about bias, and everybody wants to talk about bias now. Peter Monn brought up bias, so let's all talk about bias. And she said we could call it bias, but what it really is when your personal relationships with people come in the way of you being able to make honest content about them, because you won't make the video, and if you don't make the video about what's really going on out there, then people are gonna stop watching you after a while, right? So you have silenced your voice because of personal relationships. Well, I hadn't watched this video yet. But anyway, I was like sitting there getting ready to post it. And I was like, oh my God, I feel bad. Like, and then James was so nice to like my thing. And then I was like, no, post. That's what I'm talking about. Listen, I appreciate you guys all supporting me. That was really, really nice. But I'm still going to talk about the drama on y'all, okay? I might have to drag a fool every once in a while too if you do something crazy. So anyway, listen, I think we can all support each other, you know, but like I was watching, my husband watches this TV show on ETV or something like this. Okay, my camera, this has gone so long. Hold on a second. I gotta get to the giveaway. Hold on. The world's worst editing in the world. But anyway, I was watching this show and it's like Morgan from the Rich Kids of Beverly Hills and like two other people. They're hilarious, okay? They drag people, you guys. They drag them, right? They're not called bullies, and they're on international television, and I'm like, oh my God. So anyway, okay, let's get into this. Let's get into this giveaway. Are y'all ready? Okay. Listen. We can talk about the beauty influencers. We can talk about the YouTubers. We can talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly, and the honest. And I think that's important. Okay. So today I am giving away. Are you ready? Now, a lot of people have asked for this, okay? I was going to give this away to one of my good Judies, but I think because I did the giveaway on my review channel, I wanted to do something over here. So this came in the mail this week. I ordered the Tati Beauty. I can't believe it came in time for Christmas. This is not my PR, okay? To be 100% transparent, that PR is sitting over at my good Judy Jean's house, okay? She wanted that palette, and I gave her the palette. I kept the note. I just wanted the note from Tati. I thought that was cool. So anyway, I gave, that palette over to Tanya Jane. And if Tati F's up, I'm going to talk about Tati on here, okay? So whatever. But anyway, that PR was before I made my video. That was from months, that was like a month, 2 months ago, okay? That wasn't before I said I don't want nobody more's PR. Okay, so anyway, the Tati palette came today, or came like 3 or 4 days ago, I don't know when. Anyway, it came in the mail. So here it is, brand new. Let's open it, let's do a little unboxing. Oh my Lord, all this paper over here, okay. Pee-Pee the Flying Chihuahua is like, what is going on? So here is the Tati Beauty palette. It's sitting right here. Okay. And one lucky winner will win this. And that same lucky winner, here's my receipt from ordering it. And that same lucky winner will also win, are you ready? A $100 Amazon gift card. Because why not? I just thought that would be really nice. So if you guys would like to win the Amazon gift card and the Tati palette, all you have to do in the comment section below is you have to put what your favorite rant video of mine is. And if you have never watched my rant videos, I will link the playlist at the end and you can go watch some of them. It's when I go off and I get crazy about all of the things that really make me angry. So anyway, put that below. The giveaway will end on Friday morning at, let's say 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will use the random comment generator to pick a random winner on there. It could be my biggest hater in the entire world. It could, you know what I mean? But anyway, put that in the comment section below, and you have to comment to win, right? It's amazing to me how many people like watch my videos on my review channel. I've been doing a giveaway every single day over there. It's amazing to me how many people watch the videos but don't comment, and I'm like doing good giveaways over there. Today, I think I gave away like, you guys, I gave like $300 or $400 away and stuff over there. So go over there and check that out. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.